We met in cyberspace through a social media platform. The scientist decoded the genetic information. The thermostat automatically controls the temperature. We watched a movie on my laptop. The sonar detected an object on the ocean floor. The electrode was attached to the patient's chest. The boat slowly moved through the canal. The sewer system needs to be repaired. The children played near the fountain all day. The drain is clogged with hair. The plumbing in this old house needs to be replaced. He works as a janitor in an office building. The traffic light at the intersection turned red. The aircraft landed safely at the airport. Aviation safety is a top priority for airlines. The old steam locomotive is on display at the museum. He bought a used car with low mileage. He used a map to navigate through the city. The plane landed smoothly on the runway. You can call our customer service toll-free. He paid a surcharge for the extra baggage. She was elected president of the Student Federation. The Congress is held annually in this city. She was elected to the Senate last year. The embassy is located in the capital city. She was appointed as the new ambassador to Japan. The diplomat negotiated a peace treaty. The commander led the troops into battle. The police found a bomb in the abandoned building. The army stored weapons in the underground arsenal. The two countries signed a peace pact. The country expanded its territory after the war. The refugee camp is located near the border. The central bank controls the country's monetary policy. The car was devalued due to its poor condition. The government started minting new coins. Inflation caused prices to rise significantly. The movie received a high rating from critics. The courthouse is located in the center of town. He maintained his innocence throughout the trial. The court decided to imprison the suspect for 6 months. He was sentenced to probation instead of prison. The informant provided crucial details to the police. The robbery occurred late at night. Trafficking in illegal drugs is a serious crime. He was arrested for smuggling drugs into the country. Poverty affects millions of people around the world. The cult was accused of brainwashing its members. The company manufactures electronic devices. Local retailers are struggling to compete with large chains. The engineers built a prototype of the new car model. Monopolies lead to higher prices and fewer choices for consumers. Please fill out the customer satisfaction questionnaire. Only 30% of respondents were satisfied with the service. The auditor reviewed the company's financial statements. She applied for an internship at a law firm. The meeting schedule is posted on the bulletin board. Use the adhesive to fix the broken vase. His first paycheck felt like a big achievement. She retired and started receiving her pension last year. The union is organizing a strike for better wages. The pandemic led to a sharp increase in unemployment. Darwin's theory of evolution explains the diversity of species. The excavation revealed ancient artifacts. Only the remains of the castle can be seen today. Divers explored the shipwreck at the bottom of the ocean. The museum displayed an ancient Egyptian mummy. The temple was built nearly a millennium ago. The monarch ruled the kingdom with wisdom. Our ancestors lived in harmony with nature. The king sat on the throne during the ceremony. She married an aristocrat. The people suffered under the rule of the tyrant. The peasants worked hard in the fields. Piracy led to the rise of naval patrols. The settlers traded goods with the native people. The farmers slaughtered the cattle for meat. The dagger was a symbol of power and authority. The cemetery was beautifully maintained with flowers. He walked through the old graveyard. The archaeologists discovered an ancient tomb. The coffin was decorated with flowers for the funeral. A monument was unveiled in the city square. The ancient civilization worshipped various gods. Different cultures have different views on morality. She listened carefully to the Sunday morning sermon. He asked for forgiveness for his sins. The bishop delivered an inspiring sermon. The priest prayed for peace during the service. She joined the church choir last year. He became a missionary after graduating from college. The pilgrim walked for days to reach the holy site. The story of the lost city is just a myth. There's a proverb that says, "Time is money." We had a short stopover in Paris on our way to Tokyo. She bought a new world atlas. Her performance was a true display of artistry. The concert was held in a large auditorium. The ancient temple was supported by stone pillars. This intricate carving is stunning. The statue was made of plaster. The art class focused on making collages. The painting is a masterpiece of modern art. The art gallery relies on patrons for funding. Some consider graffiti to be a form of art. The children dressed up for the school pageant. The story is based on a fictitious character. In the prologue, the author introduces the main characters. The paradox is that the more you learn, the less you know. Life is a journey is a common metaphor. She is an undergraduate student at the university. He is pursuing a doctorate in chemistry. She lives in a dormitory on campus. The nursery has a playground where children can play. The word happy is an adjective. He practices martial arts every weekend. He won a gold medal in gymnastics. The movie is a parody of classic horror films. She rehearsed her speech in front of a mirror. The book ends with an epilogue that wraps up the story. The team used clever tactics to win the game. Every conceivable option was considered. He faced persecution for his religious beliefs. The strange custom was alien to me. Scientists are searching for extraterrestrial life. His theory is based on pure conjecture. She has a phenomenal talent for music. We visited the botanical garden on Sunday. The twins look almost identical. She is more successful than her predecessor. He memorized the sequence of numbers. He studied the anatomy of the human body. They buried the corpse in a cemetery. He survived on a meager income for years. Dark clouds foretell a coming storm. He was uneasy about the upcoming exam. The latter was in a precarious position. They were arrested for their role in the conspiracy. He gave in to the temptation of buying a new car. Bees flew in and out of the hive. The night sky was filled with a myriad of stars. Her answer to the riddle was surprisingly clever. The pilot maneuvered the plane through a storm. We often abbreviate United States as a US. We took a roundabout route to avoid traffic. The sunset was truly magnificent. The new technology will amaze you. Spread the butter evenly on the toast. It's absurd to think that the earth is flat. Textiles made from natural fibers are eco-friendly.